Hello everyone. Today I'll be commentating me getting my booty whooped by this youngin. So this kid's like, I don't know, 12 years younger than me or whatever, and has been training for like 11 years or something crazy. Anywho, so the first match is in the Ghee. He tries to like do the sweep, but I did manage to stay on top, and then he did this like ankle pick, and I was like, you know what? It's fine. I will be on bottom. Not a problem. So I had a lasso in, just like trying to like keep him from passing a little bit, but he's got this like super strong grip on my right hand, and I just can't shed that at all. I'm trying to like elevate him with my middle leg and trying to get some sort of like single like X situation with my left leg. Yeah, or just keep my like left leg or my left foot on his hip, just trying to keep him away from me as much as possible. But he's staying like super heavy on my shins. I've got this like collar grip and a pant grip, and he's got my like I don't know, that's my left leg, like almost like up by my head, which is not like comfortable at all. So I keep trying to like elevate him and just prevent him from passing, essentially, because bad things will happen if he gets past my guard. So he like switches his grip to the other hand, and I don't know what. I guess maybe he's like trying to like pull on my pants there, like a lapel, and now he's like trying to push on my foot. Maybe trying to like backstep or something to the other side for a second. I managed to get a lasso in, and then I go for the lapel, trying to get like a lasso with the lapel, and he starts to cut the corner pretty far. And usually I'm pretty comfortable here, like even if I have a lasso and they're like already that far across. But it does not work out for me, as you will see in a second. Yeah, so like 2 minutes into the round, he gets an armbar. And if you can zoom in on my face, you can see me doing like a sad fat lip because I was sad. Usually I'm pretty comfortable in that position, but this kid always has tricks up his sleeve, so that's that. Also, like before that round started, he was like, "I haven't trained Ghee in forever," and I was like, "Dude, you're not gonna have any problems. I'm sure you'll be fine." So I tried again. This time with me on top, try to do like a side smash, which is something that it's usually like my passing style. And then he gets like a knee shield in, so I just try and like control the top lapel as much as I can. Try and keep my elbows in. Yeah, and he sweeps me. I think with like some other sort of like ankle pick thing again, like he did in the first time, and tries to go to north south and he just passes me totally on the other side. Like it was the easiest thing in the world. So now I'm just like trying to be defensive and not let him like take my elbows away from my body like he's doing in this situation. And just trying not to get submitted for the second time in 3 minutes. So he does this like knee cut, like crossbody knee cut, sort of deal, and I'm just staying stagnant. I don't know if like what my mind is thinking right here. I'm probably like, oh god, he's gonna get me. So then he like rolls over and I try to go to like turtle. I think he had maybe I thought he had a collar, but I think he just like had his hands over my head for whatever reason. So I rolled back to my back and he just came on top to 3/4 mount. And I feel like at this point I was just like, you know what, fine, just take me. Why did I agree to this? So it takes me to the other side. He has one hook in, and I have been like having this bad habit recently of trying to like go back to turtle instead of escaping the back, like in a traditional way of getting my back to the mat. So that's what I try and do here. Does not work well for me, as you may probably imagine. So it just kind of like stays stagnant here for a second. Yeah, so I'm gonna like speed it up a little bit because it's just me fighting for my life here with my face in the mat. Can't move. Finally do manage to like make it up into turtle, but he does have a bottom hook in already, which obviously is not favorable. So, um, and as I already mentioned, I think this kid's a 18-year-old purple belt. And so he's just a killer in the gym. So, and that with that the round just ended, and I'm gonna show you guys like a no-gi clip. So he asked me if I want to roll again. I was like, sure, yeah, let's do some no-gi. Why not? So I'm just trying to stay on top here. I think his toe got caught in my like gi pant drawstring or something, so I had to fix it. So anyways, here we go. Just trying to like stay on top. And then he stood up and I was like, nope, I'm not doing that. I am a guard puller. I like to sit on my butt. So I try to do some like shin on shin, trying to get single leg X, but he back steps and I invert under or something and end up in like a leg entanglement. Tries to bolo me and I'm just trying to like prevent that as much as possible. Or he's doing like some sort of like crab ride situation. I'm just grabbing feet. I'm just like hoping for the best, hoping that like I don't get my bag taken, which it did, as you can see, uh, instantly. So again, I don't know why I'm just like, you know, going to my knees and trying to go to turtle. It's a bad idea. But that's okay. That's why I like recording myself so I can see my mistakes. Um, so again, just like trying to fight for my life here, as I did in the Ghee situation as well. And then he gets like my arm behind my back, and I'm old, like 31. I don't have good shoulder mobility. Not that that matters for Ranger. He's just gonna get me. I think he ends up actually choking me with my arm behind my back, and so I had to do one of those like you only have one finger tap, so you just have to like tap him with your finger because you have nothing else to tap with. So we start another round. I go again for single leg X or something like that. I'm just trying to like get underneath him, kind of like elevate him a little bit. So that does kind of happen. And then like he like rolls over, and then we have this sort of like scramble situation. Um, he comes up on top, and I'm fine, play on my butt. So he tries to pass, and I'm just trying to keep any sort of like guard recovery or guard retention that I can. And he just like staples my like outside leg down, and I'm trying to like repummel, and I was trying to like lock my legs here, but he was so slippery at this point that I couldn't really like latch on to anything. And then I also had his arm trapped as well, just trying to do anything. He ended up getting this like Kimura grip, um, and I'm just trying to like basically like hide my hand underneath or put my like leg over my hand so he can't finish the Kimura. And he like continues to step up. I'm still just, fighting for my life. Note that this is I've already been tapped 2 times in 8 minutes. No surprise. And here comes a third time, I believe. And then he starts like grabbing my head, and I'm like, no, no, no. What are you doing here? Again, I go back to turtle, just trying to save myself. And then he does some like wrestling like thing. I can't remember the term for that move. If you know the move, please comment it because I can't remember any of that stuff. Um, and then I guess he gets like some sort of like neck crank thing or something. Oh well, nothing brings me down. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try again. So I started sitting once again, trying to um get to De La Hiva here, but he's so good at like stuffing my distance control leg like in between his legs, and I can't get it back out. There's nothing I can do, so I'm trying to like fight the hands to get it like to get my foot back out to do something, and he's also like pushing down on my De La Hiva hook leg, and so I'm just like trying to be like a ball here. Um, I finally do get to elevate him a little bit, and I feel like this is like the coolest thing that I managed to do this like whole 11 minutes of us rolling. But then he gets a toe hold. I'm like, damn it. I just can't win for losing, guys. Okay, I'm going to give it one more go. And this time I'm going to start on top. And I'm going to try passing again, going with my side smash. He's doing like a really good job of keeping his like top knee to his chest, which makes it like really hard for me to pass. And of course, he like pummels it back or recovers his guard. And so now we're just kind of like in this like I'm on my knees and he's on his butt situation, which in hindsight, then I start like messing with his head. I don't know, I guess just annoy him. And then I get this overhook on his head, and then he sweeps me over top. I keep the head, keep the arm, and then I manage to come back up, trying to pass again. I step over his leg, which he kept his knee in, so I couldn't actually pass. Back to turtle, apparently my favorite place. And gets like this front headlock. position, just trying to keep like super tight. And then he just jumps on my back, just like frog hops, which is lovely. And I try and like tripod up a little bit to knock him off because I thought he was maybe a little bit high, and all that did was just give him my back completely. He doesn't have any hooks in yet, but let's be real, we know what's about to happen. So I'm just trying to get my back to the mat and like keep my knees in so he can't get any hooks. And he's got, I think he's got a gift wrap, and yeah, just looking for those hooks. I'm just trying to like protect my neck at this point, and not get tapped again. So, um, in the spider web position, well, he's got one foot on the other side of my body and ankles crossed. Um, yeah, got the gift wrap, just hanging out. I have no strategy at this point except to survive. And then that is when the timer rings. Hey, overall score 4-0. Who's counting? But anyways, no, Ranger's a really good training partner. And thanks for watching me get my butt whooped by him.